Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Astley, the inventress. Welcome to my podcast. Hi, everybody. I'm Lisa Astley, the inventress. Welcome to our podcast. I'm here with my incredibly gorgeous daughter, Brittany Christina Askelis. And let me tell you something. We've got incredible announcements for a great, great show. And I think it's got to be all about this. I'm sure you know what I'm going to say, right?
Well, I think everyone who doesn't know already, I got engaged a few weeks ago.
Yay!
By my love of my life, my Bubba, John. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Been together for 3 years. It actually happened on our 3-year anniversary.
How romantic.
It was so sweet. So I'll let everyone know since they're really dying to know. I'm
sure they saw it all
they're
over
on the
social
edge of their
media too,
seats.
right?
What's that?
I'm sure
Yeah,
they saw it
social
all over
media.
social media.
So we're in Asbury Park for our 3rd anniversary because that's the place where we met. We wanted to go to this restaurant called Moonstruck. Beautiful, beautiful Italian restaurant. And my favorite movie next to When Harry Met Sally is Moonstruck, starring Cher and Nicolas Cage. I think it was 1985. I think that movie came out. It was so beautiful. Experiencing everything, the dinner, it was just so beautiful. And I didn't know he was going to do this. I had an inkling that he was going to do it, but there was no way of knowing. Plus, I searched his pockets to see.
You actually did?
Well, I was looking, because the box, you would see if there was an outline. So I'm like, all right, I want to enjoy my night, whatever. So after that, we wanted to take a walk. And my feet started to hurt. I don't wear high heels. I tried because I wanted to look nice for our anniversary, but we had to go get sandals.
But you wore mid-size heels, didn't you?
And they still hurt my feet. Mm-hmm. It's just I have the flattest feet. It's so terrible. So we go to a dive bar called Johnny Mac's on Main Street in Asbury.
Why Johnny Mac's?
I was about to explain that. We met there first for the first time, and we like to sit in the same spots as where we met, where we talked, and it's very nice, and
that's sweet.
It's a good memory. Sitting there for a while, I'm taking pictures. He's like, you want to go back to where the restaurant is because there's a really nice bridge over there. You're looking at the water, looking at Ocean Grove. So we walk back, and then there's beautiful geese swimming and all that. It was so pretty. So I'm walking one way, and he's like, you're going the wrong way. I'm like, what do you mean I'm going the wrong way? He's like, there's nothing over there. Let's go over here. So we go towards more convention center, convention hall in Asbury. So now we're over a bridge. The sun is setting. We're looking over the water. It's so nice. I just want to capture this moment. I'm asking people to take our picture, da-da-da. So, in one moment, there was no breeze. It was just a beautiful, warm spot of the bridge. And then, we're just looking, we're holding each other. I lay my head on his chest, and then I notice his heartbeat is starting to go faster and faster. And I'm like, I hope he's all right. Because we walked a little far, but I don't think it was as far as for his heart rate to elevate. I don't know. And then it
was not a heart rate elevation speed.
It wasn't. We didn't really power walk either. So he said some really nice things to me. Don't ask me what they were, because I blacked out of excitement and got down on one knee. Was worried about his knee because I was wearing shorts. The concrete, I didn't want him to get any type of scratches or anything. But he asked me, and it was the most amazing moment. I was smiling so hard. I think I would have cried, and I'm a crier, everybody. Like, I cry at the drop of a hat. If I see a baby, I will cry. If I see a puppy, I will cry. Like, it's the worst. So I think the fact that no one was around us, That's why I did not cry. And then everyone's regretting that they didn't come to see us because everyone wanted to capture this moment. There was no pictures taken of us. You know, we took an after photo, but it was just so nice. And then when I said, oh my God, I got to call people. It's like, oh, well, everyone knows. So it is what it is. I'm like, oh,
that
great.
was really hard.
I get no surprises. I get no organic reactions because every time I called someone, they're like, hello.
No,
like they all knew.
We were freaking out. We were on pins and needles. We couldn't wait because there's no better couple than you guys. It was, I love John. Great guy for you. Just perfect. And yeah, we were going crazy. We were going crazy. Just waiting. Like, wait, how long does it take to eat dinner? What's taking him so long? No, but that was an amazing thing. Beautiful moment for you guys. And we were all and we still are thrilled. And so congratulations, my baby girl, and to John.
Yep, John is here. He's, guys, if you don't know already, he's our little engineer, making sure we do the right thing, say the right thing.
Making sure our volume is up.
Yep.
We're talking into our mics.
Doing everything we need to do, mentioning everything else. But he's my bub. And if those of you don't know who he is yet, come to our conference June 29th.
He'll be working the boards.
He'll be working the boards. So funny, so sweet. So yeah, that's that. And that was just a weekend of bliss. And now the craziness begins.
The madness. Yes, it does. I never realized why people booked weddings so far in advance. And there's a reason for it. Places get booked up in a year. In 1 year, people, as soon as they get engaged, I guess they start, looking for wedding venues. And it's been quite a journey. And it's been 2 weeks?
Yeah.
That's it? Mm-hmm. 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. I think we visited, 5 places.
Yeah.
Over the last several days. But it's important.
It is. You have to get on it because, I want to get married October of 2020 and we need to do this now, So haven't found a place yet. Still want to compare prices and finagle, barter, the huge.
So if anybody has ideas out there for places, we've been to so many beautiful places that I think it's going to start getting harder and harder to choose. I mean, we got to obviously narrow it down to one place and family members. I mean, we made a list. How many? We've got tons of family, and
it's tough. And I'd like to stay. If those of you are in New Jersey, Monmouth or Ocean County, just somewhat local. I don't like the beach. I don't want to be near the sand. I'm very.
I don't think you would be getting married on.
No,
the sand,
but the
though.
Pictures, or get married over here. The beach is right here. Take pictures by the beach. Like,
you know what? You can
I
take
like
pictures anywhere you want,
foliage. I
though.
like leaves.
You go to a park, get married.
I'm not going to a park. The park got to be right behind me. I need grass. I need mums. I need that.
Well,
that
it's going to be October, so there's going to be plenty of mums everywhere.
Not by
In
the
fact,
beach.
The place that you hold your wedding, I'm sure will have mums outside or inside.
If
or
I
in
go
the back. If you
inland.
decide to go to, yeah, but it's going to be fun.
I'm just doing that for everyone that's going to be helping me plan. The listeners.
So, I mean, it's exciting. It's super exciting. We're doing the engagement party now, looking for all these things. I never realized how much planning actually goes into this, but it's good. It's all good planning. It's exciting. And it's really something awesome to look forward to.
It's great. It's amazing. And it puts you into perspective of budgets. On Netflix, if you haven't seen it, I forgot what it's called, but it's a reality show about these brides doing the cheapest wedding possible. And it's based in Australia, so it's different parts of Australia. And it's easier for them because they like the beach is right there. So they have a free wedding on the beach. Others want to do in halls. Oh my gosh, this one girl wanted a red carpet, so she bought felt from a craft store, red felt.
They must have been tripping all over the place.
I know, right?
How does that stay?
I don't know.
That can't stay. She probably Velcroed it. That's
no, they just laid the felt on the floor.
My gosh.
It's
that's
so, and then this one woman, she bought her wedding dress for $20. somewhere. And she also was a manager at a dollar store, so she got all her party favors from the dollar store. Candles,
at the right
and
dollar store.
yeah, if you go to the right dollar, I don't know where in Australia how it is, but you know, you just look it up, like cheap weddings. It's so it almost makes me cringe because it's like, that's really cheap. Like, and I'm sure they have budgets and everything, and I'm sure. I think it was pulled off. Oh my gosh, wait. One of them was they didn't want to buy for the open bar, so they brought, you know, those I guess like sangria pitchers where there's the spout where you pour, you can buy them. They did like fruit punch and lemonade. Like, they brought their own beverages to the venue, so they didn't have to buy the extra open bar. Like, others were BYOB to the wedding.
Well, and they pulled it off.
Yeah.
To each his own. To each his own, right?
Congratulations to all those people. It's almost like extreme cheapskates like that on TLC. But this was like for weddings. I could go that route, but I don't have the patience to put DIY. Like, I have to do some DIY, but I'm not that kind of person.
Yeah.
I'd rather have someone else do it for me.
To do all that stuff. It is. Yeah. It takes a lot. Well, you could find a nice venue where everything is put together and we just show up.
Yeah.
Right?
I was just trying to I'm laughing at myself. It said DIY. It's DYFM. Do it for me. That's my DIY.
There you go.
Do it for me.
That can happen.
Because I ain't got time for that.
Well, this is great. Exciting time for all of us in this family. Excited to, as I said, bring John into our family. I already feel like he's a family member. And so it's going to be amazing. And it changes. I mean, everything changes. Our lives change. I mean, your future is going to change. I'm going to be looking for some grandchildren.
Yeah,
soon
we got names.
After, yeah. You got names picked out already.
Yep, it's all good.
So I guess we got to get married first, and then we'll think about that. John's over there nodding, going, "Okay, wait, we just did this."
Yeah. Oh my gosh, and it's so funny. Now that I have a ring on my finger, I feel like once you get married, you feel more of an adult, or like you're in the process of transitioning into an adult. I still feel very childlike, and my hands aren't very womanly. I have 10-year-old baby hands. I have dimples on my knuckles. There's nothing feminine about it.
They're completely feminine. They're adorable.
Yeah, they're adorable. Like, they're just, I don't have long nails. Currently, they're not painted, but even still, like, it's just, it looks like I'm a
child wearing
I look
an
like
ring.
I'm wearing one of your rings. Like, look, Mom, I'm wearing your ring.
That's great.
Like when you put on the high heel shoes when you're like 3.
And now you say fiance.
My fiance. I don't say it.
You haven't said fiance yet?
Once. And those of you who know, I love Seinfeld. We love Seinfeld. On an episode, I think the first season, Elaine and Joe were at a party, and then Elaine was sitting across from a woman saying, "Where's my fiance?"
She had just gotten engaged,
Have you seen my fiance?
And she overused the word.
Can you tell my fiance I was looking for him? I've lost my fiance, the poor baby. And then Elaine goes, "Maybe the dingo ate your baby." And it's amazing. It's amazing.
So wait. So today, we were teaching over at the Dionne Warwick Institute
in East Orange,
New Jersey, and we had the most creative children. You know, we have a class called Problems, Challenges, and Solutions in Venny to Z, and these children were coming up with the most incredible products because we give them a problem or a challenge. And they invent something. They have to invent something. So this one group of children invented a product called Fiance.
Fiance, that's it. Who can guess what this product is? I bet you won't. I bet you won't get
Brittany
it.
over. I said, "Okay, Brittany, I just want you to listen to the name of this product because we know this whole fiance. We laugh at this whole fiance thing." And it was Yeah, it was a pillow, and there were a couple of words before the fiance. And what was it called?
Wakey wake or shaky wakey, shaky wake, not shake me, wake me, shaky wakey. Yeah.
Shaky wakey fiance.
I'm like, oh, okay.
That's the best.
It's an alarm clock. So I asked the little boy, why did you name it that? He's like, yeah, so, for you to wake up, your fiance will turn around and try to wake you up.
And that was the
just
invention.
Your fiance.
And we didn't think that he actually knew what fiance meant.
He's like, yeah, he or she
he went into
will
the
try
whole
to
thing.
wake you up. Not even a husband, wife, fiance.
That was best.
That was great.
That was the best invention. Well, the best name for the invention.
Yes.
At this workshop. It was outstanding.
It was so, so great. Those kids are so amazing and creative and so stinking cute.
They are. They're so cute.
So cute. And I would love to get into actually our interview we have today. He is awesome. He's amazing. He has so many things going on. He is the CEO and co-founder of Legemdary. It's Justin Insalaco. He is awesome.
He's incredible.
He's amazing. He's also founder of law enforcement technology solution, Guardian Systems. He does so much. He has a nonprofit. It's even better. He just has so much going on, and he's here to tell his story and how he started everything. And I just can't wait to hear it.
Good evening, Justin. How are you? Welcome to the Inventors Podcast.
Hey, Lisa. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
So excited to have you on our show.
I know, me too. I've been waiting a long time.
Oh, I'm so glad. We have a plethora of questions to ask you because you are probably one of the most interesting guys we've ever interviewed. You got a lot going on, Justin.
There's a lot.
You do. And so let's start with 3B Dreams, and you can spin off from there. You got your Legemdary, if I'm pronouncing that correctly.
You are.
All right. I love the play on words. Love it. Legemdary. So
that's all Jay's idea.
Is it Jay's idea?
Yeah.
Okay. So Justin Insalaco, you've got, and I love the name Insalaco. I feel like I'm speaking I'm speaking in Italian and French.
Italian and French?
Italian, French, and Spanish.
All right, take it easy.
So you're going to hear a lot of stuff like that tonight, Justin. So listen, let's jump off. We have a whole lot of questions to ask you, but let's talk about 3B Dreams first, because that's what embodies everything that you're doing today, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, so I met Matt and Jay, I would say, when we were about 22 years old. Mm-hmm. And Jay was friends with a mutual group of people that I knew from Rowan University. And so we kind of connected, and we would always, kind of talk about, we wanted to do something, bigger, something more than what we were doing. And we had talked about, at that time, it was pretty popular to kind of, create apps or some type of, mobile friendly software that was, good for smartphones. Mm-hmm. And, we were going to go out and create this nightlife app, right? Because we were still young, we were going out. And I said to them, Matt and Jay, I said, well, why don't we build something that, because at the time, I had just kind of started in law enforcement, and I saw that there was a big lack in mm-hmm. technology there. So I said, why don't we start something that, is maybe seems a little bit easier to scale, because all we had to do was go out and sell to, government entities, which later we found out was actually probably more difficult. But anyway, so we started the technology, and then when we started to do so well, a lot of our friends who also kind of wanted to do more than what they were currently doing were coming to us and saying, how did you guys do it? I need an LLC, I need this, I need that. And, we created 3B Dreams as basically, an incubator or, a collaborative space mm-hmm. where we could help, other entrepreneurs, in their startup journey, which has, transitioned into advisorships and consultancies and different things that we've done out of there. But that's basically where we dream up, all of the ideas that we either come up with or that we help kind of bring to fruition.
I love it. So the technology aspect, explain that a little bit. So you were in law enforcement and did you come up with an app?
Yeah, so at first it was just app-based. So we created it for Android and Apple. And basically what we originally did was we just allowed people to access, or police officers to access, policies, procedures, school layouts, ordinances, anything they basically needed on a day-to-day basis to do their jobs effectively. We gave them a solution that was available at their fingertips, right? Because at the time, you might be able to find that on a computer, or you might be able to find that in some type of written book, but you weren't able to find it, as quickly through some type of mobile device. And so we created an app first that would allow for them to access all that information.
I can't believe that didn't exist.
No, I mean, like I said, there were some versions of it, like on a desktop, but the desktop doesn't do you much good when you're dealing, when you're outside of the station most of the time, and most of the time you're out of the car. When you need this information is when you're usually, actively on some type of, investigation or call for service, and you need to know how to appropriately handle those things. The one thing you have on you all the time, besides, a gun and, a lot of your equipment, is the one personal thing you have on you is a cell phone.
Right.
And so we figured if we make it available via the cell phone, it could prove to be effective for law enforcement.
That's incredible. And you sold the app. Obviously, you sold the app to individuals. How did you go about selling it?
So that was B2B. I guess really B2G, because we sold directly to the agencies. So either the city, the municipality, we sold directly to them, and then they made the app available to their sworn police officers. So that's basically how we sold it. We didn't necessarily go individually because they would need access to their departmental regulations, and in order to have that served up on some type of mobile device, we needed to get the department's permission. So we had to sell it to the department, who in return made it available to their officers.
Wow,
that's great. Justin, how long were you a police officer for? I don't know if you still continue.
So right now I'm transitioning out right now. Right now I'm still there, but I've been there 10 years. So
wow.
I'll have 10 years, and I'll have almost 11 years by the time that I leave.
And it's young.
It's in the state of New Jersey?
Yeah. Yep.
Wow. What town, can I ask?
It's West Windsor.
Oh, we were just in West Windsor.
We were in Mercer County.
No, yeah, we were in West Windsor at the Mercer Country Club. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's quite a distance.
It's hop, skip, and a jump.
Especially in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was driving out there not every day, but at least most of the time, 3 days a week. It is quite a hike when it starts to get old.
Yeah. Well, now you guys you're in Asbury Park, which is phenomenal. Love the space that you're in. Love the space that you're in. And so let's go into the diamond industry. Now you've taken you're really running with it. And tell us a little bit about that.
So things are really good right now. It was tough, definitely, to get that word of mouth, and we've struggled a lot as a team to, obviously that's the best part about having Matt and Jay is that we all have different opinions, different viewpoints, and I think some of them, a lot of times, if you just mesh them together, which is why we work so well, you get the right idea. And a big thing for me was that I've always said that if you are trying to sell diamonds online, right? We created this platform that allows consumers to come online to build a custom piece of jewelry or select something that's already there, and then define what they want in a diamond. So they define all the characteristics they're looking for in a diamond. Plus, there's an educational piece that will, kind of guide them on, what characteristics they should look for. And then site holders around the world, they compete against each other for the consumer's business, right? So it takes it on its head. It takes the whole diamond buying process on its head and makes them compete for you. But when we started, my philosophy was okay, yeah, we had this really cool platform. Obviously the real thing here is that it's her ring at his price, right? We're cutting out all the middlemen, all the nonsense, all the collusion that goes on in the diamond buying process. We were getting rid of all that. But my philosophy was it still needed to be a luxury brand because you need to build a brand-like feel to get people to trust you. And Jay's idea was, well, yeah, but it's super disruptive, and we need to just basically have a message that totally disrupts the diamond buying process and says, what you're doing currently is garbage, and this is what you need to do. So basically something that was a little bit more kind of in your face, which, I just thought that it needed to be more, flowy and, more pretty and more luxury, right? But we've actually been able to now, come to basically a happy medium. And, we do some that are really are true to what we believe in, that, you should value your moment and not be so concerned or have anxiety or be frightened by the diamond buying process. And then also, some of Jay's where we call out, we're kind of in your face and call out some of the big box retailers who, they know they're doing it wrong. So, I think that that's the beauty of having a team, but that's basically the kind of what we've been, obviously always going back and forth about on Legendary. But as a whole, we've gotten a great response from the community. I mean, not just the consumer, who obviously is happy about paying less, but also, the site holder market, where we thought that we would probably face some problems. We haven't. The only people that are, I guess, somewhat threatened by us are the jewelry stores,
right,
who, are buying stones through, 8 or 9 middlemen, and then, obviously charging a premium.
Of course, they have to mark it up. They have to make a profit.
Right.
So, I mean, and I love the way the three of you interact. I had the pleasure of coming to the tattoo shop down in Asbury Park, which I love. It's a very cool space too. And I saw the three of you, and all three of you being very different, three different personalities. Was pretty cool was when I said, you know what, you guys, you've got to be at our conference. You got to be at AOE in June, because you just stand up guys, and we love entrepreneurship. And they all pointed at you. They all said, well, he'll speak on the panel. Yeah. It's all you. And I love it because you do your due diligence. Not that they don't. You do your research, and you really get involved, and you're really ensconced in what you're doing. And I think that's phenomenal. You guys are doing a great job. That. You really are. I'm going to keep on.
Yeah, we're really excited about the conference.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's going to be great. Did you pick your song yet, Justin?
I got it down to 2 songs. So I'm close, but I don't want to say it on the podcast. I don't want to give it away.
All right. Well, I'm just saying, I think we had Mike Anthony, right?
Mark Anthony?
Well, yeah, the first one I was going with was Mark Anthony.
All right. So yes. I'm not saying anything else, but I think I know that may be the one, right? Because it
well,
kept
I'm going to meet with it. Could be it. It could be it. Yeah.
Okay.
It could be.
Okay. Are you said you're going to go meet with him? Would you say?
No.
And I if you said it.
Mm-hmm. I know. No, I'm going to go meet with the choreographer to have my entrance choreographed first, though. So that's why I can't give it away. So.
Wow, cue the fog. That's amazing.
Wait, you're also being dressed that morning, right? Don't you have a dress designer?
Yeah, well, I went because I'm actually, I laugh, but it's not funny. But I'm I'm in a lot of really cool rooms, and I meet a lot of really cool people. Mm-hmm. But I'm not definitely the best dressed. It's not my thing. I prefer to be in shorts and a t-shirt. And that's kind of why I decided that, I wanted to be an entrepreneur, because you basically, you make the rules, in your kingdom.
That's
right.
So,
but I know that in certain situations, like AOE, that, you have to come correct. So I enlisted a friend who is trying to break into the stylist market anyway, and said, okay, well, let's see what you got. Whatever you would normally, her whole process, whatever her normal process is,
mm-hmm.
Whatever it costs, let's just go through the whole thing and make me right for AOE conference.
Yeah, that's what I like about you guys too. You really help the community, and you help other entrepreneurs. You help build other entrepreneurs' business. I love that part.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best part.
Let's talk about your community also. You have a nonprofit. You're helping kids out in the community, police officers, etc.
Yeah, so I would say probably about 2.5 years ago, we launched a program called Innovation 4.0, and I launched that with another friend of mine, Will Donovan, and obviously Matt and Jay are involved. But what we came up with was this curriculum that taught about basically soft skills, which we have an acronym for it, but I can't say it on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
There's some of it's fresh, but basically teach them soft skills that would kind of counteract what was happening with Industrial Revolution 4.0,
Mm-hmm.
right? So all this automation, all this stuff that's happening, we decided that we would teach kids in underutilized communities these soft skills that are needed around collaboration, around free thinking, around basically building an idea from ideation to kind of at least some type of prototype,
Mm-hmm.
right? We taught prototyping, and we used a lot of, industry standards from, Apple and Concur and all these places that are basically, setting the tone around collaboration and these soft skills, right? Basically this intersection between the automation and the product where, you're going to need project managers and people that are going to be able to, manage, customer relationships, not so much, the workforce is going to be limited, when it comes to anything in a factory because a lot of it's going to be automated. So we ran it like kind of, I guess, Shark Tank style.
Mm-hmm.
We spent 3 weeks, really kind of engaging with the kids, teaching them, all these skills. And then we spent the last 3 weeks helping them come up with an idea, teaching them how to collaborate with their peers.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't let them pick their groups. We kind of meshed them into groups that, we just kind of randomly picked. This way, they learn to collaborate with people who they may not normally collaborate with.
Right.
And the businesses or nonprofits how to be centered around their immediate community, and obviously how to have a positive impact. So that was kind of the stipulations. So then they spent 3 weeks, kind of idealizing the business and then putting it into a PowerPoint presentation, figuring out how they were going to scale, like all the things that they would need to know in project management type role is what we try to, drill down into them for this particular presentation. And at the end,
This is Asbury? Sorry to cut you off. So where were you doing this and how are you advertising it?
Yeah. So our first one was in Flint, Michigan.
Oh, wow.
That's where the first one was.
Mm-hmm.
So we ran programs simultaneously in Flint, Michigan and East Cleveland. And we did that with the National Police Athletic League, which, is an organization that has a lot of local community chapters in a lot of underserved communities.
Mm-hmm.
So like, for instance, in Flint, we worked with the Flint PAL, and in East Cleveland, we worked with the East Cleveland PAL. And then what we did was, obviously, in order to scale this, we couldn't be everywhere. So we came up with a curriculum that would teach key stakeholders in these community organizations on basically how to drive home this program. And then in a lot of cases, they really needed us. We would send people out there to kind of either facilitate the day of the presentations or, work with the community stakeholders who were looking to teach this program. And basically what we started to do through the National Police Athletic League was sell the curriculum to the local chapters who then, in turn, who then in turn taught the program.
Very
and
smart.
then a lot of that money went back to the National Police Athletic League.
Very
so
smart.
it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool. But then we decided that, I wanted to stand something up that was brick and mortar. So right now what we're working on is, and we're in the middle stages, but we stood up a foundation called the Ignite Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
And, what we're looking to do is take over there's a charter school right now in Asbury Park that's getting ready to leave. And they have 2 schools in Asbury. So they're going to have one in Asbury and one in Neptune now. And so the building that they're vacating, we're kind of talking with them about taking over that building and then being able to stand up like a brick and mortar location in Asbury, which would be basically a community center,
Mm-hmm.
but also, offer enrichment. So we want to get as many kids in as possible. So we're not going to force them to do anything they don't want to do.
Sure.
But while they're there, we'll have a lot of programs. I'll bring in a lot of really cool entrepreneurs. We'll bring in people from the community that have left and went on to the NFL and
Mm-hmm.
music careers to come in, interact with the kids and kind of teach enrichment programs so we could try to pique, kids' interest in doing more, and really understanding that actually what I personally believe is that the children in the underutilized communities are actually more resourceful.
Yes, they are.
It's my personal belief. And
No,
I think
it's really true. It's really true. Not to cut you off. We were in East Orange today, and, I teach my program, Problems, Challenges, and Solutions, Inventing A to Z. And we taught at the Dionne Warwick School. And these kids were just so off the chain and so down to earth, and they just speak directly from their hearts. They're not infiltrated with stuff. They just speak what they think is real, what they know is real.
Right.
And I mean, I always walk away. Brittany was with me today too. We were blown away. It's the kids who have the least amount of technology, and their sometimes their physical resources and just what they have in front of them, who are the most ingenious, I think.
They're so smart. Their vocabulary, I was taken aback by how much they know. Like, maybe because I haven't been in school in a while, just maybe what they're teaching now. But these are like 10-year-old kids.
10.
Talking about prototyping, patenting. Like, who's teaching you? Or are you just watching Shark Tank all day? Like, it's amazing.
Well, whatever it is, it's amazing.
It is amazing. It is amazing. So I completely get where you're coming from. And these are underserved communities.
Right. I mean,
No, I
couldn't believe.
Yeah. Yeah. How old are the children you're working with?
So they vary, but we were generally between freshmen and seniors in high school. So I guess anywhere between 14 and 18 years old. We had a couple that were a little bit older, that the PAL let them come in when we ran the program in Flint. We had a couple that were like 19 and 20. But, we didn't really, we kind of wanted to open it up to the community because I think that there's even more so, right? I think the problem becomes, and what we've kind of discussed with the Ignite Foundation is that, there is a lot of nonprofits out there. There's a lot of really great people doing really great things. But I think what happens is we spend all this time, like you have all these charter schools and all these places that go into these underserved communities, underutilized communities, and they really empower the children. But then, let's just say a couple slip through and, we didn't get to a few,
right.
When they become 19, 20, 21 years old, there's really not too many organizations focusing on, at least that I know of, especially in our community in Asbury, that are really, sure, helping them, get job placement programs and, those kinds of things. But my point is that, why are we shoving these kids or young adults? Why are we shoving them to just go work a job?
Right. I agree with you.
What if, I get it. It's survival. And you have to make money. But what about saying, hey, listen, go work this job, but think about, whatever you're doing as a job, what can make that job, what would make your job easier? What would make your daily life easier? Why not give them at least the motivation to believe that they can come up with an idea and change something? They don't have to just go work a 9-to-5 job and own it.
Right. Right. Just own it. Just own it. That's exactly what we're talking about with these children. And they all, I'm going to say 90% of them wanted to be entrepreneurs because they understand that if you have the determination to do your own thing, why not do it? And they're hearing this at a very young age, and they are watching Shark Tank, and they have some people, and especially at the Dionne Warwick School, the Dionne Warwick Institute, they really push that. They push entrepreneurship. They push science skills. They push engineering skills. And these kids were saying they
were
wanted to be
so
president.
Cute. And a few of them said they wanted to be cops.
Yeah, they did.
Entrepreneurs. One kid wanted to be a cop and a rapper. I'm like, that's fabulous. I love that.
Rick Ross.
Yeah. There you go. Oh my gosh. We had rappers and bakers and engineers and scientists, and
I loved every answer they gave.
Yeah, no, they're amazing. We just have to give them the opportunity like you're doing. Helping them to understand that, they're not limited to just the job they're pushed into.
Right.
And it starts now.
Yeah, I agree. You're just 100% spot on. And that's why I was a little bit, disappointed in ourselves when we ran Innovation 4.0, because I felt like everybody else. You know, we went there, we got the kids all hyped up, and then, you know, they're on fire when we leave there.
Right.
They're excited about what they created. And then we left.
Yes.
Because there's no more resources. There's really not much at that point that we can do moving forward. So we left.
What happens when you walk out the door? When are you coming
Right.
back? And that's what they were thinking, right? They were saying it, I'm sure. When are you guys coming back? Okay, so now we
Right.
have this. You know, are you going to give us some homework? Are you going to check on us in a year or 6 months or 2 months? What happens? Is this it? And I
Right,
think that
exactly.
they lose the excitement and the drive when that happens. So I agree with
Right,
you. We got to
because,
keep it moving.
Yeah, 100%.
So when are you planning on opening this? So what's the
So
what's the plan?
I mean, we're hoping to get it up sometime this summer. You know, obviously everything comes down to, you know, how fast I can get the funding and get some, you know, key stakeholders in Asbury to you know, pick up on this. And, you know, we're working closely with the Interfaith Council and the Jersey Shore Rescue Mission, who are, you know, also doing great things there. And they have a lot of, you know, kind of young adults that come through there. So, you know, we're trying to figure out exactly how to get the doors open, you know, obviously, you know, but we're hoping, and it looks like we could be up sometime this summer. I would say probably no earlier than mid-July, but could still be this summer.
Well, I hope you get that. And the space is empty now?
No, so they don't actually move out to the end of the school year.
Okay.
So we actually couldn't get in there until like June 18th or so anyway. But so that's why we're hoping kind of for this mid-July, you know, opening.
I know that you're going to make this happen. You have that determination. The three of you do. You are going to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, for me, this is what it's all about. You know, I mean, I'm so over, you know, building for a profit personally. I mean, you know, it obviously, you know, money makes the world go round, and you can't do anything if you don't have money, right?
That's
I mean,
right.
It's just the truth of it. I mean, sure, you could start something, but you can't do anything to help others and kind of take on something like this unless you have the money, right? It's just not something you can do, unfortunately. But, you know, so my thing is about doing, you know, I want to build for good, right? That's kind of what I want to do.
I love that.
That's what drives me. And, you know, that's what my passion is. You know, making money is great, and being able to go out and, you know, enjoy dinner and vacations. That's all well and good. But for me, that's not what really gets me going. And I realized that, you know, last year and actually last April, I went to Brazil. And we went and worked at this place called the City of Youth. And basically what this organization does is they take in homeless children in Brazil, and they bring them up in like 12-person houses. And each house has, you know, house parents. So it's usually a married couple who kind of give up their life to live at the City of Youth and, you know, raise these kids in these homes, you know, and teach them all the right ways to do things. And they really stick with these kids, and they do a lot of good in the lives of these kids in Brazil. And basically the way it works is that when you leave the City of Youth, you know, this is when I started to recognize that I wanted to build something similar. When you leave the City of Youth, you leave with either, you know, I mean, there it's a little bit different. They don't really, you know, shine on entrepreneurship as much, but you either leave with a job, you know, at vocational school, college, whatever. And then in order to kind of stay in the mix, you come back and you basically are offered a job and to help the next, I guess, you know, generation of kids that are coming through the City of Youth. So they grow this a massive family, and it's, you know, there's basically like an alumni network, right? So people that have taken off from this place and have done very well, when you graduate the City of Youth, it's almost like a badge. It's almost like a badge of honor, right? Like if you graduate at Princeton and you email Jeff Bezos, you're more likely to get a response.
Well, they're
right?
lifting each other up, and they're building each other. That's team building and sticking together. And I love your mission statement. Maybe it should be your mission statement. You said, great, build for good, right?
Yeah, build for good. I want to build for good.
Build for good. I love that. And I hope that is a part of your mission statement moving forward, because that's exactly what you're doing. And you have that kind of passion, and we 100% appreciate you. And definitely look forward to having you speak at our conference because you're so full of
wait.
information. So full of information. Can't wait to see that dance, see that outfit. So
now I was making a joke and now I put myself on the spot.
Oh no,
So
now you're there.
Actually, yeah, it's great.
You're all in. So
We're excited.
Brittany has a couple of questions for you, or I think
Sure.
we typically wrap with what did you want to?
Well, we want to wrap every interview with just a few random questions, just to get to know the fun side of you. You know, not just business and all of that. So the first question is, who would play you in a movie?
Everybody's gonna laugh at me. I'm gonna go with Vin Diesel.
Okay. Very good. And what would the name of your movie be? It was about
Fast
your
and
life.
Loose.
Fast and Loose?
Yeah.
You
I
did
feel like
not
that is a
hesitate.
movie. Isn't that a movie? Right?
Is
I
it
feel
a
like
movie?
I've heard
don't
of
know.
that before.
It's just a great title. That's all. That's
It
why
is a
you've
great
heard of it.
title.
That's great. All right, next question. If you were stranded on a desert island and you can bring one person with you, it cannot be a family member and it cannot be a significant other, who would you bring with you?
Oh man, what's the guy's name from Hard Jobs or Dirty Jobs?
Really?
Wait. Oh,
Yeah,
him.
for him.
Mike Rowe? Mike
is
Rowe?
it? That's his name. I think it is Mike
Yeah.
Rowe.
Why would you pick him? Just because you think he's
I feel like the guy
resourceful?
can do everything. Yeah, he can do everything.
He
Super
can.
resourceful.
That's very
He's
smart.
really, really smart. I'd bring him.
That's good. I thought you would have picked someone like you knew that I'd never get sick of him, but I guess Mike Rowe you can't get sick of.
No, you
No,
can't.
he's hilarious. He knows everything. I mean, you can't get better than that.
All right. Now my next one is, what movie will you never ever get sick of that you can watch every single day you would never get sick of?
Oh man, tough. There's a couple, but I would say the other guys.
That's good. You know what? Anything with Will Ferrell, honestly. I love, oh my gosh, my favorite Will Ferrell, it was between Anchorman. You know, I love Anchorman, and then I love to watch Wedding Crashers. I'm obsessed
Wedding
with
Crashers
watching
is good,
Wedding
too.
Crashers.
I agree.
Anything Will Ferrell is hilarious.
He's out of control.
There was
One of my
another one I
favorite
can't think
actors.
of, but I can watch all. Oh no, Step Brothers. That's what it is.
Step
Oh, that's another good one.
Step
Yeah.
Brothers is amazing.
Over
Well,
and over
before
again.
we wrap up, Justin, where can everyone find you on social media?
So on Instagram, at the connector _
At the
And-
connector _ Okay.
Yeah. And then, or they can usually get me through the website for Legendary. It's obviously www.legendary, and it's GEM as in Michael, DARY.
Awesome. Very good. And really quick, you also have a shop in Asbury Park. It's a tattoo shop.
We do, yeah. So it's kind of our collaboration space. We have an office in the back, and then in front, it's a tattoo shop with, right now we have 4 artists.
Awesome. What's the name of that tattoo shop?
It's called Soulcraft Inc. So it's Soul, SOUL, and then Craft with a K, and then _ Inc. And that's on Instagram.
That's great. And we're in Asbury because I'm in Asbury literally every other day.
It's 1315 Memorial Drive. It's right by the Booster Dues.
Very good. Awesome. Yep. I'm going to be heading into Asbury this weekend.
I think tomorrow.
Or
right?
tomorrow. Yeah, I'm there all the time. I live like 10 minutes away, so I go there as
it's
much
the
as
best.
possible.
It is the best.
Awesome. Well, this
find
has been
everything there.
amazing. I love this. This was
Yeah,
a
me
great
too. I
interview.
appreciate it.
Well, we can look forward to seeing you at AOE, hopefully before that. And thank you so much. This has been great. And we're going to have you back. You know that, right?
I hope so. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Brittany. I really, really appreciate it.
No
You're
problem.
welcome. Listen, you have a great rest of your evening, okay?
You too.
And we'll talk soon.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Okay,
Bye.
bye-bye. That was a great interview with Justin.
He is very smart, knows a lot. He has so much going on.
He does. His plate is definitely full. It has to be.
You know, being a cop, having a nonprofit, working at a tattoo shop in Asbury Park, which I'm definitely going to visit.
Running
We
it.
definitely want, John and I both want, or I want my first one because I'm I'm scared. John has several tattoos, but we definitely want to check that out. Yeah, those of you who want to meet Justin, he will be, as we said, one of the panel speakers at the AOE conference. That's June 29th. It's a Saturday at the Granite 1600 Event Center in Lakewood, New Jersey. Please go on AOE.com or inventingAtoZ.com to get the tickets because they're going to sell out. You want to learn more about what's going on, definitely go to the AOE conference where we're going to have many amazing vendors with amazing products. And speaking of products, where I'm going right into my product pick of the week. Now that I am engaged, I have this beautiful wedding ring. You will see it all over the conference. I'm going to have a spotlight on it when everyone walks in. I never want to take it off, but there's instances where you have to take it off just in case. I go to the gym. It's usually a boot camp, and I'm lifting weights, I'm doing things, and I don't want to lose any of my stones, or maybe it'll slip off my finger from doing something. I discovered this company called Ring Bandits, and what Ring Bandits is, it looks like, so it's a bracelet. It's made of fabric. So it looks like a average, wrapped bracelet. And on the inside, there's a zipper with a pocket. You can fit something as like small medication, your house key, money, or your ring. And it kind of started off as putting your ring in this handy dandy pouch that disguises as like a cloth bracelet. It's really cool. I just discovered them, and it works so well.
I was worried about it. Okay, when you came to me and said, "Mom, we have to have this product pick of the week on our show," it's to put your ring in, because when Brittany got engaged, I said, "You never take it off. Don't take it off to wash the dishes. Just don't take it off, because you could leave it on the sink. It could fall down the drain." And when she told me about this ring bandit thing,
mm-hmm.
I said, not sure. But she brought it to the studio tonight, and it is the coolest thing. It really is. It's just a cool looking bracelet, actually.
And it comes in different styles and colors, and it's on tight. It's not loose.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to stay on your wrist.
I have it on right now.
And you can go hiking. You can go to the beach. And the thing is, if you work in a medical field and you're wearing a ring and you have to wear latex gloves,
mm-hmm.
sometimes the rings might cut through the gloves. Just put it on your wrist.
Yep.
It is amazing. Or throw it over a water bottle and put it in your work locker, whatever you have to do. But it's safe, and I'm obsessed with this product. They do have other things that they sell. I think they're actually selling clothing now, which is amazing.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah, if you go to ringbandits.com, RING, as in boy, ANDITS.com, ringbandits.com. There are a selection of bracelets you can get, and they're pretty affordable. They're not bad.
You know what I love? Inside, I'm looking at it now. Inside it says #BU. Inside of the bracelet itself. It's very, very cute.
It's amazing.
It's adorable.
It's so,
I would put money in here too, actually.
Yeah, like if you're at a festival, you don't want to really bring much, and it's just a small little pouch. You can bring, fold up a 5, a 10,
mm-hmm.
whatever, and it's great. It says
it's cute.
#BU, and then on the website is do what you do.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
So you can do what you do, and you don't have to be worried about losing the things that you love. They're most important, medications and all that. So it's ringbandits.com. I highly recommend you check them out.
Well, we just gave them a really nice shout out.
We did.
We gave them a full-on commercial.
We did.
You realize that, right?
Where's our money? No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's
just
nice.
kidding.
Well, when you find a nice product, you want to talk about it.
I have to talk about it
and share it with other people.
Absolutely. And guys, you have an opportunity to be on Product Pick of the Week. If you have a patented product that you have selling online stores, in stores, let us know. Email us at theinventresspodcast@gmail.com, and you could have a chance to be on Product Pick of the Week. It's really easy. We've done a lot of different products from all different clients that have
really good,
have great products, and we're always proud.
Be good to get to be on.
Oh
here.
yeah, there's a requirement.
Yep.
But
so yeah,
it's amazing. guys, besides that, go to the conference.
Yeah.
AOE conference is coming up June 29th.
It's
Like I
within
said,
days.
it feels like days.
It is. It's days away. It's literally days away.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? Also, social media is huge right now. So if you haven't gotten a ticket, share it. Like it on Facebook. You know the spiel, guys. Lisa Ascalise on Facebook. YouTube, Lisa Ascalise. Twitter, the same thing. Lisa Ascalise. For more info on anything, go to aowie.com or inventinga2z.com. Email us, theinventresspodcast@gmail.com. If you like what you're hearing and you want to hear more, you want more people to hear what we are about, listen to us wherever you hear or listen to us, basically. I'm like blanking out. I am so tired, but it's almost Friday for us. Can't wait for the weekend. iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Play, Stitcher, anywhere you hear podcasts. Please like and review and rate us, because more people can get to us. More entrepreneurs can reach out to us, and that just overall makes a great show. And I think that's it for me.
Well, as always, we so appreciate you tuning in and listening to us every week. And please remember to continue lifting each other up 2 hands at a time. And sometimes you just got to use your foot. Peace.